Welcome. So this is an exciting day, even though it's going to be another one of those funny videos where we have to insert a few after pictures because we are scrambling to get this couple moved in on Wednesday, and we're almost there with a few bumps, lots of touch-ups tomorrow to do, but we thought we'd do it today and we'll insert the finished photos in the video like we usually do later. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, very exciting project for this young couple. And what we did is we ripped down a lot of walls and added closets that didn't exist anymore. These are tall 8-foot doors. We had to run all new electric. We upgraded from the basement. In the mudroom here, we have a huge, it's probably almost 12 feet at least of closet, and they're 2 feet deep. Big, huge, foyer closet. All that's in there is paint and supplies and stuff. We're putting all the built-in closets on Tuesday. We added lighting, new lighting, using the existing. Electric always has that snafu. You've got to use existing ceilings, ceiling fixture boxes where they are, because in pre-war buildings we can't cut the slab. But we had to run the lines and fake it. We've got channel of all this new electric that's running across these beams. It was the original beam, but we took advantage of being able to box it out and hide things. This apartment is a challenge because we ripped down the wall. They wanted a more open kitchen, which we were able to do, and when we ripped up the floor, we had to completely re-pour after we took down walls. There was really nothing underneath here. So this is a porcelain tile herringbone floor. The palettes are all soft neutrals, whether it's grays and cream tones, which this is a stunning palette, I think, for the floor, and a dark walnut finish on the original floors, which gave us some fits. We had to redo it twice because it's old. But we used Caesar stone quartz. This is Frosty Carina. And built an island that's really, or a peninsula that's really conceit for. I think that all the bells and whistles are in this. We have a wine cooler underneath here, Marvell, 42-inch Sub-Zero. This is the hottest selling appliance in the country. It was so bad that even Sub-Zero couldn't tell us when we were going to get it. As you can tell, we still have blue tape and stuff all over the place. Typical. We have lights that came to us that were yellow instead of white. We had to ship them back, all that kind of nonsense. But it's exciting because it's kind of narrow in a sense that I would really rather have a galley kitchen be a little wider than this. The compromise we would have had to make was we would have lost depth. We would have had to cheat, move things over, push that over, and we'd have these jogs in the countertop, and we decided not to do it. The couple decided that they could live with this. And so what we have is a lot of drawers for storage, my finished under cabinet LED lighting. Love the fact that we put a microwave, Casey's really short, petite, and we put a microwave at eye level here, which is lovely, but all the pull-out drawers and things that you might want are very helpful. We have the walkthrough Monday actually with people, but our wolf range, which is fine. It makes it, it clears the space. It's just a little tight in a way. And then the washer dryer. This is facing north in Prospect Park out here, but we have a tremendous amount of light. We have a full size, washer and dryer. There was a big battle with the board about this, and to be honest with you, I really think I should have fought harder. There was a toilet in here, and the multiple dwelling law doesn't allow you to have a toilet. Back in 1930, I think, is when this was built in 29, but they changed the law somewhere along the way, and the code doesn't allow you to have a powder bath off of a kitchen because of the tenement stuff that used to happen. But I think we could have, if we really wanted to fight very hard, we could have probably put a powder bath, because there was the original toilet drain, lead bend, and I just think in the end that we're better off having this. We didn't have a choice. The building wouldn't let us, so here we are with a full washer dryer. We still have paint that we're scraping off and whatnot, but it's absolutely beautiful, and I think a stunning use of space. I love drawers, the banks of drawers. A lot of challenge in straightening out, and if you look at the before pictures, it's really nasty. It's like, you know, those things are all crooked and they are wavy. We actually use the existing light locations for the ceiling lights. We had to change some things because we just thought that you know, they just hung down too far and didn't look right. But I think those Murray Feist lights are much better. Some schoolhouse electric stuff. This room, now that it's open, is going to be the dining room, and then there's going to be a TV area over there. We have some things coming back. You know, I think the floor guy nicked my built-in cabinets, and we'll go look in the living room so you can see what those look like. But typically we have the radiator underneath the grill over here. The cabinets are open, and we have the front panel that we just take off. So this is a big size room. It's over 20 feet. And I think will work nicely with the dining room table and balancing it out. This interior room over here has another also wall-mounted television area and pocket doors. So I'm going to walk over there and show you how this looks. It's dark because they're going to have to use mostly, I think they're going to have to use mostly floor lamps. We couldn't channel the ceiling. That's one of the tough parts about all this. But this is an example of the other built-in that's done over the radiator. You know, and that center panel pops out, which you saw in the other room. This is an office, and now also doubles as a room. You know, with our opaque, these are just frosted pocket doors, which lets them use this both as an office and if they have guests, it could be a guest area, bedroom, whatnot. And I think if they plan for kids, that gives them an option of what they could do. We kind of cheated. You're not supposed to have pocket doors in there because it's against supposedly the code. You're not supposed to be able to have a room separated without, I don't know, without enough light and air. But it's one of those things that I just think this is really stunning, and I think a great use of space. We wanted to put built-ins in. We had to cut the budget for some things, but let's take a look at the one bedroom that's the guest bedroom. And this bedroom has I'm going to turn that light on. This bedroom has a bathroom en suite. So there are ceiling fans in the center areas in the bedrooms. We took the radiator out of this because it's so hot. This is just overheated. But you can see these closets are really nice size, and once they get the built-ins in here with all their closet organized, they're going to be great. We added the closets. We moved. There was rounded walls out there, so when you look at the before shots that we cut into the video, it's just a major transformation, and I think it's really stunning for what it was. It put it back to the character that it should have had. Here we have more going on as well. So we have our Roburn medicine cabinet, my vanity. We had to change this drawer. They had to take it back and change it, but all these wrap around the plumbing. This has a pocket door for privacy. This tub, the way we configured it, and we're putting the glass enclosures that are coming in Monday morning. You know, I like being able to turn on the shower before you step in the tub, and we'll have a panel, a little end panel fixed, and another panel here so that you have a door that lets you swing in and out of it. And nice to have the cubby and this is all pure white Caesar stone. So with porcelain, this is porcelain floor. I have a new porcelain that I absolutely love. That's more white. It's brand new from Italy that we found in the showroom the other day, which is very exciting. But let's go take a look at the challenge we really had. The biggest challenge was the master bath. The master bath and the bedroom were a huge challenge because of the building approval, which is over here. So let's go take a look. So we really wanted to have that enter into this room through the wall over there. And I've left the closet open so we could see where that is. It would have been on that left side of it, and we had originally thought we could enter that bathroom, make that a hall bathroom, and enter it from here, and then have the closets, and this all be a closed master suite. But couldn't get around certain ADA, the American Disabilities Act codes, so we couldn't do it. It just wouldn't fly. So we went to using a pocket door here, and having this become a master suite for privacy so that they can close this door or their door, and then this becomes really what I would call almost a Jack and Jill bathroom. It's accessible from the hall, but it's accessible from the bedroom too. And it's the one that we converted this to a shower. We had to remake the door. I actually had to fire. I'm done. This glass guy's gone. I'm done with this guy. I'm done fighting with this company. So I have other people coming in, but we are using them to finish this and do a little panel in the door so that it clears. This corner is a problem, so there's a handle on the door, so we wanted to have it clear. So the only solution is to do a little fixed panel, which is fine. But put frosted glass in the windows in both bathrooms so there's privacy. And we have radiant heat floors under both bathrooms. We have, it's set at 82 now, which I love. We had challenges with, the back side of this wall is where they have a wall-mounted TV in that dining room area. That was a challenge because the blocking we had to adjust, cut off the screws, make sure that it didn't come through the wall in here. But all in all, I would say it's pretty magnificent for what it was. Tight in the master. This is the only room where we just did they'll have to use through the window air conditioning, but we have another radiator cover and a huge master closet in here. So I think when we get done with all of the built-ins, because this goes around like a U in there, and I think it's probably close to, I think we had about 7 feet by, 7 by 7, and then there's another 4 feet back there. It's really just a lovely space. So we're doing the final walkthrough on Monday, and I think that we'll just say, ciao for now. This is a hell of a project with the building and changing the plumbing risers, and they've made us 3 weeks late, but we still managed to keep it almost on track. This one actually took close to 4 months because of the building, but it is what it is. That's part of the fun of doing this work. So I'll see you on the next.